Hello. Is is this thing on? Can y'all hear me? I sure hope so. I sure hope that y'all can hear me. Yeah, it's on. This feels so. Hold on. You ready? Hello. This feels so weird. I legit feel like I've been gone for like 2 months. Like when I got home, I was like, this is weird. Like this feels weird. My trip was good. Yeah, we're picking up the keyboard thing. Listen, that first week felt like dude. The thing is that's the opposite for me. The first week for me felt like 2 days tops. I like Peppers. Thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime. The what? Thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime. But yeah, so like the first week when I was in Texas, essentially, it felt like 2 days, maybe three. But it went by so fast, and I was like, the hell? And then Vegas felt like straight up 2 months. Like I felt like it was forever. I haven't had a Dr. Pepper. Thank you, it's Dobby for subscribing. I haven't had a Dr. Pepper in like a week because in Vegas, can't believe you went to Vegas. Okay, see, I know, same. I'm gonna hold on. I take a daily diary, so this is gonna help. I'm gonna tell y'all all about my trip. How hot it was, dude. It was like 108. It was nuts. I got a little suntan. No tan. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I did a little bit. You can kind of. I had to be really careful. You can kind of. I can't. You can kind of see it. Jarvis, thank you for subscribing.
Welcome back. Glad you had a great trip trade.
Thank you. Face on chamber there like 2 years. Yeah, smart. No one wore a mask. Anyway, so let's see. Okay. How do I word this? I am white. Capital wh. Okay. Like I knew I was pale, but I didn't think I was that pale until I took a bunch of cosplay photos of when I was Ray, for Patreon, and Danish Duckling, thank you for subscribing.
What a monumental waste of my time. Here, S2 another 21 months. Love you, Kait 赤いほっぺの笑顔.
What do you mean? A monumental waste of your time? I am hurt. Liv Deary, thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime. I'm a monumental waste of time? Damn. Fuck. I have news. What is news? It's a joke. Likely a story. I need to clean my water bottle, so that's why I'm drinking out of my... Thank you for the bit slamming. There's no dad joke. We're free. We're free. Tiny Small, thank you for subscribing. I'm waiting for another one. Wait for a second. If I was scared, I was scared to tweet. Oh, good. Good. Trigosaurus, thank you for subscribing.
Glad you be back, Kait.
Me too. I also just ate, and so I feel like my food is like sitting here. So if I like pause for a second or breathe very deeply. Anyway, so Pack Attack, thank you for subscribing.
Hey Kait, welcome back.
Thank you. So I burn really easily because I don't, go out a whole lot, and so like when I did my Ray cosplay, I got burnt because I was wearing like the arm wrists, right? And then I had like a shirt, and so just right here got burnt, right? But it wasn't too bad, and it like went away after a few days, and I didn't peel, and I was like, nice. So when I went to Texas, I was like, I have to put on a lot of sunscreen, right? And especially too, because I go fishing. We go fishing, and we catch the fish, and we eat the fish. And so every single time I go fishing, I get burnt, right? Pack Attack? Oh, you extended it through March? does it, so like March. Hi Nate. Hi. Nate. Hello. I have to do 100. See, I should have done that. Evasive, thank you for subscribing.
Going to put A that joke here but not this time lol. Apart from your trip. Hope that you've been doing okay. Appreciate you Kait. Here's 45 months.
That's
Self love
45 months. That's crazy. I missed you until I didn't text you. You're gone. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I spam texted you too. I'm glad to be back. This is so nice. This is so nice. But yeah, March 2022. That's insane. Thank you for planning to be subscribed for that long. So I burn really easily. I'm trying real hard to focus on my mind of track of mind. Anyway, so what was I fishing? No, I need to tell y'all from day one because I have so many stories. Okay, I think I do sound okay. Good night. My sleeping schedule is amazing, by the way. I'll have you know. I don't know how long it's going to stay here, but it's amazing. So I'm on the road to hate when Twitch. It's okay. Don't worry. Train of thoughts. Yes, that. I'm going to do that. So here's how my trip went. Thank you, Peck Attack. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. $5. Thank you. My trip. Oh no, I'm losing it. Level 3 complete. Oh, what a great day. Okay, so first day. This is so exciting. I miss streaming so much. Anyway, sorry. So the first day, my flight was at like the ass crack of dawn, like the straight up ass crack of dawn, and it was painful. I got, I think, an hour of sleep. Because y'all know me, and like if I have an air flight, I can't speak English. Bear with me. If I have like a flight to catch, in the early, we're not at the Gamba yet. Shh, Nate, shh. We're not there yet. I gambled. Anyway, sorry, I lost. Anyway. So the first day, my flight was at like 7, right? And so I had to go to the airport. I had to wake up at 4:45 to go to the airport. Anyway, and then I get to the airport and everything's all great or whatever. And then where did I fly to? Denver? I think I flew to Denver. And then the second flight to go down to Texas. So I took my iPad to draw. I wanted to draw things for y'all, and it was going to look real good. They don't look real good. Because, Portly Penguin, thank you for subscribing. Because my scoliosis started to act up on the plane. And I was also in the middle seat. Both flights. And the second flight, I was sat between 2 burly dudes. And I was like, and so I was trying to like draw. So, second flight, ready? So I'm drawing, right? And I'm like, oh, la, burn some time, like whatever. Yeah, the only flight that wasn't crowded when I came back from Vegas, but stories. So I was drawing, and the guy next to me, so he had the window seat. I almost said window flight. He had the window seat. He was watching a show on his phone, and I pulled out my iPad, and I started drawing a crab, because I wanted to do something, beachy, because I was going to the beach. It's funny, because I live in LA, and we have a beach. Anyway, so I was like, la, drawing, and this guy, like when someone's watching, like, a TV show or whatever, and you kind of sit there, and you're like, kind of like low-key, like watching what they're doing, and not what they're doing per se, but like we were watching the show. So this guy, he was like going like this, just watching a show, and then I started drawing, and I shit you not, I've never experienced this. Okay, I draw on planes all the time, since I was a little kid. but never on an iPad. Obviously, the iPad's a new thing. So this guy was holding his phone right here, and then was like this. In no way, form, shape, no way at all subtle. Like, there was no subtleness of this, just straight up. And he'd do this for like 2 minutes, and then he'd go, just watching. And I was like, oh my god. Listen, but it wasn't bad, all right? Just don't worry too much about it. But I was like, oh my god. And y'all know me. I was like, oh my god. He's gonna be like, I make iPads and you're doing this wrong, or I made the Apple Pencil and I was just thinking of all the. I'm like, he's the one that made Procreate, right? Or he's gonna be an artist. And he's like, it'd be easier if you held the pencil this way. So I was like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. So I was like panicking. I'm like, he's gonna say something. He's gonna say something. He's gonna say something. So I finished my crab drawing, and then I was like, what would be cute? What would be a cute drawing? A strawberry cow. And so I started to draw a strawberry cow, and then my scoliosis started to act up real bad, and the flight had turbulence, and I was like, I had dead arms, so I was like trying to draw, and my neck hurt, because I was like hunched over, like, the artist pleb that I am. So then I started drawing, and it's like 2 hours, dude. It was like 2 hours where he was like this. Just watching. Just watching. And so then, Valonius, thank you for the raid. Hello. I'm talking about my flight when a man was watching me draw the whole time. Thank you for the raid. Welcome. Bryce didn't take a picture. I feel like that would have been too obvious. But he was it's like, I was like going to say, hey man, you want to draw on it? Like, I didn't know. How was your stream? Did you have good stream? I hope you had good stream. So I had on my Bose headphones, right? He never said anything. Just you wait. Not what I was drawing, he didn't say anything, because I had on my Bose headphones. And so the plane I put my iPad away, plane lands, and we get to the gate, and like I still have my headphones on. I do guess like a madman. Did you beat your all-time record? I don't remember what your record is, but I know that you have one. I haven't played GeoGuessr in a really long time, but I also haven't streamed in 2 weeks, so that would have something to do with it as well. Record is currently 159. What was my record? Like 2, 7. Maybe 7, but I had your help. If I did it by myself, it would be 2. Anyway, I would give you a brain tumor if you tried watching me do it by myself. So plane lands. You ready? Plane lands. I have on that. I usually keep on the headset because I don't like people talking to me. I had started thinking about it, like, man, I get talked to a lot on airplanes for some reason. Like, especially when I was younger, it was really weird. Right on the border, we're seeing it. Oh. Upsetting. But you know what? Now you could just beat your new record one day. Just have some G Fuel and then go on a rampage. Hold on, my hair's annoying me. My look how long my bangs got. Look at this. What do I do with this? Anyway. Friendly faces. Not when I'm flying. I don't want to be talked to. You're gonna grow your hair. I think so. I don't know. It's like I really like it short, but then my mom had long hair, and she's like, oh, you can put it in braids, and like I can do all this stuff, and I'm like, well, now I want to have long hair. Gosh dang it. Alright, the Dark Jedi, thank you for subscribing for 9 months. Congratulations on your Twitch, baby, and thank you for using your Twitch Prime on me. We'll see how I feel, because I really like the short hair. Oh, water, thank you. How many trimmer bangs? Ugh. I haven't in a while. But then again, they were way too short because I had straight across bangs. And when she cut them, they didn't cut right. And so now I'm trying to just like kind of grow them out. I don't know why one is curled. I did attempt to curl like the front of my hair a little bit, but you know. Okay. Y'all, we are on day 1 of my trip. I have to stop distracting me. Okay. So we land. The plane lands. And I'm excited. And so I knew the moment I took off my headphones, he was going to say something. And I was like, maybe he won't. And so I took them off. And then I'm sitting there and I kind of look over at the sea, like, are we walking off the plane yet? And I feel on my shoulder. And I was like, and so I slowly turn and he's like, that was amazing. What you did on that was amazing. That was so cool to watch. And I was like, thank you. And he's like, yeah, that was so cool. That was amazing. And I'm like, thank you. And he's like, yeah, I really enjoyed watching. And I was like, I appreciate it. They're not even that good. The drawings aren't even that good. I got scoliosis problems in the second part of the I will show y'all pictures when I have the iPad. I think it's dead right now because I forgot to charge it. But he was like blown away that I could draw like that on an iPad, I guess. I don't know, but I was just like,
oh,
okay.
yeah.
Slammin', thank you for gifting a sub to Andy. The Andy Learn. But I was just like, thank you. And then my aunt picked me up, and then we drove all the way to my mom, and then I saw Riley and the cats, and Riley, as y'all saw, I took a picture, and he smiled, which was the funniest thing in the whole world. And now we will go to the day... Okay. So my daily diary. I literally... Okay, so on Wednesday, I slept for 14 hours. Which seems about right. And then, hung out with the family. And then... Okay, so the next day, I went shopping with my family, and then Gage graduated. No, it's because I only got 1 hour of sleep. And I do this every time, but it's also like I get like a thorough sleep because I don't have to be awake the next day early. But I thought it was funny. The last time I went to my mom's, the day I got there, and then that night, I slept 14 hours as well because I, do a daily diary. So then Gage graduated, and it was the funniest thing because he's in a small town, and they did all the stuff, and then they walked to the stage, and it was weird. He graduated the same day I did 10 years before, or 10 years after. So I graduated on the 27th of May 2011, and he graduated the 27th of May 2021. Isn't that weird? And so when he was throwing his cap in the air, I'm like, that's when I threw my cap 10 years ago. Isn't that weird? This piece of hair is annoying me. But I tried to film all of it because I want him to have something to look back at. But it was just I just kind of sat there and I'm like, man, this is weird. My youngest brother is graduating high school. Toxic, thank you for subscribing with your Twitch Prime. But yeah, so that happened, and then the next day I went fishing, right? Went fishing. And I told y'all, I always burn when I go fishing. I always burn on the boat. But this time I had timers because I have this sunscreen from Japan, and it's it says it's 50 SPF, but it's 150 SPF, right? And so I put it on my face because I want my face to look young, for a while. And then I put American 50 on my whole body, or so I thought. But so my face, I only put sunscreen on once, but every 2 hours, because we were fishing for 6 hours, every 2 hours I would completely recoat myself in sunscreen. And ya bitch still burned. I still somehow found a way to burn because I would miss spots, and I burned on my arms right here. And then I burned on my scalp. I forgot to put sunscreen on my scalp because I was wearing a visor, and so I had my hair pulled back, so I thought that the sun wasn't Oh no. Destroyed. Where else? And then I burned, I think, like, so I burned on my arms, and then I burned on, there was, like, pieces on my legs. Scalp. Nate, you have to. I mean, maybe not you, but, like, you have to. At least because, like, I have the part right here. That's where my hair parts. And so if I'm out, like, at the beach, I'm not balding, okay? It's the hair parts, okay? Not all of us can just go and have our hair slicked back, okay, Nathan? Anyway. You're not, I am. Okay, well, listen. I'm not balding, and then I have to put sunscreen. I feel like that's a normal thing. Especially, too, if you're on a boat. If you are on a boat. You burn easier when you're surrounded by water, even if there's clouds. If it's cloudy, it's even worse. So, if you're on a boat and you're sitting there fishing like this, right? It's gonna burn. If you're under the sun for 6 hours, it's gonna burn. Anyway, wear a cap. Yeah, but I wore a visor. I should have worn a hat. But anyway, it would have ruined my outfit. Anyway, so went fishing, and it was fun. I caught some fish. Let me see if I have a picture. I caught, I think, 2 or 3 fish. And then, hold on. Where's the picture of me with my fish? Oh, here we go. Can I turn it sideways? Da-da! Oh. Da-da! Me with my fish. What type of bait? We used shrimp and chopped up pieces of other kinds of fish. It depends on what kind of fish we wanted to catch. Shut up, Nate. Anyway, so, went fishing. Okay. So, I'm already sitting correctly. I don't know what you want from me. So, what was I saying? Oh, so, you know how I tweeted about jumping in the water with the dolphins and the sharks? Yeah. Okay. So, listen. They live, like, okay, so we go fishing, we go bay fishing. So it's not like out in the deep sea. It's not like, 8-foot shark or anything. It's not crazy like that. It's like, the water, like, the deepest it gets is like 12 feet, and it's surrounded by lots of little beaches. And they're technically not dolphins, they're porpoises. They're a different kind of dolphin. But anyway, so I always get, because, I love dolphins, and, like, porpoises are dolphins, essentially. And so, like, whenever I go fishing and we see them, I start freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, the dolphin, And so we were fishing in this one specific spot, and there were porpoises everywhere. And I was like, this is so cool. And they were, like, coming up kind of close to the boat, but not, like, super. Yeah, I couldn't put my hand out, And we're fishing, and all of a sudden, my aunt starts catching a fish. And she's like, I'm stuck on something. I think something's stuck to, like, the bottom of the ocean. But it was pulling it. And so she's like, no, there's something on here. And so there's a fluff. Okay. Anyway, so she's like, something's pulling it. And so we were like, we had to slowly move the boat where it went, because her fishing pole could only handle like 25 pounds. And this thing was gonna go. And so we were just following it around. We're like, oh my god, this is crazy. Oh my god, I just want to see it. What could it be? And she's like, I don't know what this fish is. She's like, it's gonna be huge. And so then, like, and also too, like, so the fishing line, they're all different, and the fishing poles are different. And so hers could only handle 25 pounds. Others can handle like up to 40 pounds. So we didn't need a bigger boat. We needed a stronger fishing pole. And she's like, he's going to break the line. I'm not going to be able to get it up, because her pole was like bent. And she's like, I can't pull him up. So what you're supposed to do is, so when you're reeling in a fish, if it pulls, it'll take line out. So it sounds like because it's like taking line out. And so you let it do that until it gets tired. You basically want the fish to get tired. So you bring your pole down and you reel in, and then you pull up a little bit. But you don't want to do it to the point of where you feel like your line is going to break. And then, like, if the fish gets tired enough, you'll just, pull down, reel, go down, reel, and then you scoop it into a net because it'll come up to the boat. But this fish wasn't doing it, so we were chasing it. I say chasing. It was. We're like, okay, he's pulling the line out more to the left. I don't want the line to break, and so yeah. So fishing isn't really that hard, but whatever she had on her pole could not get it, and she was like tired. She's like, I can't. Oh, she's like, I don't know what this is. Like, I don't know what this is, and we're like, maybe it's like a jackfish. I don't know what a jackfish is. That's what they're saying. Or maybe it's a stingray, or maybe it's this and that. We could not figure it out. I'll get to that in a minute. So we're, following it, and then all of a sudden we hear a snap, and then her pole comes up, and the line broke. And so we have no idea what she caught. And we were like, oh man, like, because we couldn't keep it. There's rules on what you can keep and what you can't keep. And so she's like, I don't understand why he didn't just come up to the boat. Like, why wasn't he tired? Blah, 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 blah. And we're like, well, let's continue fishing. So we were fishing, and there was, like, more porpoises around, and you could see them, like, chasing fish or whatever. And then my mom's boyfriend started reeling in something, and he caught a shark that was, like, this big. And then they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, wait. No. Yes? I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know. But there was sharks in the water, because I looked over, because when we were like, whoa, 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 there was a shark like this big in the water, and you could see, like, the fin come up. It was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah, I have goldfish memory. I'm sorry. Well, because you'll see why I'm getting confused in a minute. So there's, like, sharks in the water, and then my aunt was like, oh, anybody want to go swimming? And I was like, I do. And then the tweet happened. So anyway, we finished fishing, blah, 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 blah. We never knew what that was. Until the next day, my mom's boyfriend went fishing back in the same spot with his family, and he had the proper gear, and he was able to pull the fish. He's like, the same thing happened, like, it would not come up and blah, blah, blah. It was a 4 foot to 5 foot shark. So it was a real shark. It wasn't like the baby shark. It was the real shark. And we don't know how it lasted that long on my aunt's fishing pole, because it was only for like 25 pounds. She said I did not jump in. I wanted to because the dolphins, but I'm glad I didn't, because I missed the time. Beatroy, thank you for subscribing, and Slothicus, thank you for subscribing. I don't know why I read that and my brain just blanked. Thank y'all for subscribing. No, so I didn't go swimming. So that happened, and then he caught a jackfish that was 40 pounds and broke the net. And so, all this stuff you have to release. But the shark, he didn't catch it. He brought it up to the boat, saw it, and then the line snapped. So that happened, and that was wild. But after that, let's see, what else? What was in my diary? Oh, and so the next day, I went shopping a little bit and went and got food with my family, and then we went to a little barbecue pool party, and then the next day I rested. Just go check those shoot. Yeah, it was massive. Like, it was, how big was the? Yeah, it was like this, and is like this tall, like this big, around 40 pounds. Is crazy. And then the next day, oh, so my other brother, Garrett, he was supposed to come, but one of his bunnies got sick, and so they couldn't come, as soon as I got there. So they ended up coming a little while later, and then they got there, and then we all hung out, and we played games, and we watched movies, and then, oh my god, I have to tell y'all about Whataburger. I have to tell y'all what happened at Whataburger. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm having against the text. Not a whole lot. Good or bad story. It's a story. you'll see. So just know that there are people out there. There are people. Also, my fingernails are like insanely long. I want to trim them, but I also feel powerful. You know? Just like anyway, I have to take, this is going to freak y'all out. I have to take my contacts out. Like I'll pinch it kind of, and then the contact will like move down, and then I have to get it with my claws, like the tips of my fingernails. I haven't ripped a contact yet, but I really need to trim them. It is very risky. The reason why I bring that up is I feel like I have something in my eye right now. And I'm like, okay, did I tear the contact, or is it a Thor hair? They're monthly. I can't do dailies. Dailies are so expensive. Because I was on the phone once with 1-800-CONTACTS, because that's where they're very nice. And I was like, oh yeah, like how much do dailies cost? And they were like, oh, and I was like, okay. Anyway, so Whataburger. It was Memorial Day weekend, right? And where my mom lives, it's very touristy. And so Gage and I wanted to go get this Mexican restaurant, and we were like, oh, blah, blah, blah. So we like went to the drive-thru, and they weren't answering the drive-thru. And we were like, oh man, like maybe you know, they closed early or something. Like they were still supposed to be open for like 45 minutes. And so we're like, maybe it'll be okay. And so we waited at the drive-thru, and they didn't answer. And so we were like, we started to drive off. And Gage was like, well, do you want to go to Whataburger? And I was like, the line is insane right now. Like it was an insane line, because it's like 10 o'clock Memorial Day weekend, right? And so Gage is like, well, let's just get in line. I'm sure it's fine. And I was like, okay, well, if you're doing it, you know, we have to commit. Where'd you go? We just went to a Mexican restaurant. Or like, because they had a drive-thru, and we were gonna go there. We wanted to get enchiladas and all this other stuff, but they were closed, I think, and so they didn't, or they just didn't answer the drive-thru the drive-thru. Anyway, so Gage is like, oh, whoa, I guess we're doing it. So we pull into the Whataburger drive-thru line. And we're sitting there, and, you know, there's a bunch of workers outside, and, like, it's so overwhelmed. Altamira, thank you for subscribing. I get the chicken strips because I can't eat burgers anymore. I don't eat. Well, I can eat turkey burgers. I can't eat beef. I'll throw up. So I want to get all of this chronologically correct. So Gage and I, you know, a guy comes over to our window, and he takes our order, and no chicken burgers. I don't think Whataburger has those. Sorry, my eye is annoying me. I should trim them. Anyway, so the guy takes our order. It is a pretty simple order. And Gage just wanted a burger with just the meat and cheese, bacon, and ketchup, I think. And I just wanted the chicken strips with gravy, right? Their gravy is pretty nice. And so the guy takes the order, and he's like, oh, the Wi-Fi is not reaching my tablet. I'll be back. And then he just disappears. And we're like, hope our order went in. And there was a person in front of us who just dipped. They just left. And, like, there was, like, a whole, like, there was 2 lines, and there's only supposed to be 1. But they had 2 lines, and the line was so long, it went up the street. And just imagine, like, if you're driving past a fast food restaurant, just imagine, you know, like, when you're like, wow, nope, that's a no from me. That's what we should have done. We should have just nope and left. But we didn't. And so we were stuck in this line, and we started playing games. We're like, oh, let's play the game of, like, you know, we used to play this game as kids where it's like, I'm going to grandma's house, and I'm taking, and you have to come up with something for the letter A. And it's like, I'm taking an apple. I'm going to grandma's house, I'm taking an apple and a banana. I'm going to grandma's house, I'm taking an apple, banana, and cake. I'm going to grandma's house, and so, like, you flip, between the two, and then you have to try to come up with something, and yeah, whatever. So Gage and I played that game twice in a row, and it was taking a while, I'm sure you could imagine. And also, I thank you, Viking, for subscribing. I did pretty good considering I have a goldfish memory. The whole alphabet, yeah. So I would say, like, I'm going to my grandma's house and I'm taking an apple, banana, cake, a dog. I'm going to grandma's house, I'm taking blah, 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 blah. So it's like, you go through the whole alphabet. I would say something for A, he would say something for B. I would say something for C, he would say something for D. I would say something for E, he would say something for F. Did I get the alphabet right? A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, good. Whew. Anyway, so we did that the whole alphabet 2 times, and then our food was still not there. But they came up to our car, and they were like, "Did you get the $97 order?" And we're like, "No." And they're like, "Ugh." And so something happened and they were all messed up, right? But no, we already paid. That's the problem. We already paid. So we were sitting there and we, kept pulling up. And we were waiting. And this guy came out and he's like, "Did y'all have the fajitas?" And we're like, "No." And he's like, "Okay," and then like walked off. We felt so bad. Like, we felt so bad for them. J-Dog, thank you for subscribing. Hello. And so then a guy came over and was like, "What did you guys have again?" And so we're like, "Oh, we had this." And right when we started telling him, this woman, this was like the Queen Karen. Are you ready? Came over in like a hot pink tank top and was like, "I need to speak to your manager." And the guy was like talking to us, and he goes, "I'm sorry, what?" And she goes, "Where's your manager? I need to talk to your manager." And he's like, he just went inside, and she's like, I have been in this line for too long. I've been in this line for way too damn long. And she was, I swear to God, she was this close to saying a slur or something super racist or something. Cause the look on her face and her like body and the way she paused, and then she went, that chubby guy over there, he said we should get in the second line, but then he put a cone in front of our car, so now we're not in this line, but we're in the other line, but he told us to get in the second line. I need to speak to your manager. And the guy was like, "Oh, okay, I'll go get him." And he's like, "Sorry guys." We're like, you're good." And so then, okay, so Gage and I are playing this game still, right? And so we're not fully paying attention. And so then the guy like disappears, and like the managers are all in all black, and Whataburger employees have like orange shirts on. And suddenly all of the orange shirts are getting ushered inside. There's like 3 managers on site. One of them is on the phone. I'm not thinking of anything, And all of a sudden, I see a cop car go and pull into the parking lot next to the Whataburger. And he gets out. And I look behind me. There's already a cop car back there. Evo, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. So there's already a cop car back here, and then another cruiser comes over here, right? And I'm looking. There are 4 police officers talking to this Karen, and the manager was on the phone with like 911 or something. And apparently, she had threatened the Whataburger workers, and that's why all of them were getting ushered inside. And the cops were called, whether she called them as well as the, manager. And so then nobody was getting their food. Everyone was just inside. And Gage and I were like, "What is going on?" Like, and so when we told, because my mom's like, "Where are you guys?" Like, "I'm going to bed." And I was like, "We're at Whataburger." She's like, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that on Memorial Day weekend." I was like, "Yeah, we know. The cops got called." Mom's like, "What?" Like, she anyway. And so we were looking, and then another cop car comes around, and I'm like, is this really that necessary? Anyway, so then they're talking to her. I don't know what was going on, but, Gage and I were playing our game, and then we, pulling up. and then the people can start bringing out like more and more food. And the guy brings out the food and he's like, here you go. And he's like, this and this, and he hands it to us. We're like, oh, good, this is our meals. And the guy was like, yeah, I'm so sorry, I threw in like an extra large fry. We're like, oh, thank you, like, we appreciate it, because, you know, we felt so bad, like no one deserved that, like, no one deserved that. And so but the problem is, so Gage and I are kind of picky when it comes to what goes on burgers. And Gage hates, you know how I hate like cilantro and I hate bananas? I hate them, right? Gage is that way with lettuce. He can't stand lettuce, and it's kind of funny. He's been that way his whole life. But anyway, so he's like, hold on, I have to check my burger. And I was like, oh no. And he's like, yeah. And so I was like, okay. So I give him the bag, and he looks in it, and he picks it up, and he goes, this is already too heavy than it's supposed to be. And I was like, can you check it? So he like peels it open, and sure enough, there's just lettuce everywhere. And he's like, what do I do? And I was like, you can go up to the manager, because the manager was standing outside. He's like, I am so sorry. I was like, just say, I am so sorry, but my order isn't right. I just need, you know, plain. I apologize. I know y'all are busy. And Gage is like, okay. So he goes out of the cart and he walks up to the managers, and like I saw them kind of like, you know, shake like, oh, it's okay, it's okay. So they went in, and then Gage came back, and he's like, I asked if they were like, you know, on break or if they were working, and I said I was really sorry, but the burger was wrong. And they're like, oh, it's okay, don't even worry about it, we'll get it handled. And so then like 2 minutes later, the manager came out, and he's like, hey, I'm so sorry about that, here's your plain cheeseburger, and I threw in an extra large fry. We had so many fries. But Gage is like, oh, thank you, like, I appreciate it. And so then we could finally leave. It took 2 hours. We were there for 2 hours in the Whataburger line. Just imagine being in line for fast food for 2 hours. In line. No, it wasn't. They got my order wrong. We got home and I was like, where's my gravy? And there was no gravy. But it was okay. I ate anyway. But it was also just fun. Like, you know, me and Gage hanging out and like, you know, playing games, and we were like showing each other like different K-pop music, and it was just also just funny. Like the Karen, like I could not believe it. I was like, this is real. Okay. So that happened. That happened. Let's see, what else did I get up to? Let's see. Oh, and then so the next day, we're on June 1st. If you could take a guess what my least favorite board game is, if you could take a guess, what would you guess is my least favorite board game? How did y'all know? How did y'all know that fast that it's I hate Monopoly. I will not play Monopoly. I hate it. I have Legend of Zelda Monopoly, and it's unopened. I've had it for like 6 years, and it's unopened. I think it's cool. I hate it. Because it makes me angry. It makes me so angry, and it's not fun to me. And it's like, oh, congratulations, you landed on someone's space. Oh, you owe them $1,000. And it's like, great. I hate Monopoly. I've played Horseopoly. I've played Game of Thrones Monopoly. I've played Baby Monopoly. I've played all kinds of Monopolies. I hate Monopoly. I refuse to play Monopoly. And I played Monopoly on June 1st because my brothers both wanted to play it, and I was like, okay, you know what? Fine. And of course I lost. But sounds like you're bad at that. You know what? You shut your mouth. Anyway, I hate Monopoly. Uno, I love Uno, but no. And then, okay, so June 2nd, I went to the beach and I got burnt. Really bad. And it was like, oh, I'm gonna go to the beach with my brother and his wife and my mom, and like we went, and like, you know, it's whatever. And I put on 50 on my face, right? I put on like the Japanese sunscreen on my face, and I was only at the beach for 90 minutes tops. And I put on 15 on my body because I was like, oh, I got, like I got kind of tan from being on the boat, so like I have like a base tan now, I won't burn. I'm still burned, and this happened on June 2nd. I got burned. The worst place I got burned was the back of my legs. It was awful. But what's funny is I don't know if I've had my legs crisscrossed, so it's probably not gonna show up. Hold on. I'm not peeling yet. My scalp peeled and it was disgusting. It was disgusting. Like having like this much of your scalp come off in your head, disgusting. That's why you put sunscreen. And it looks like dandruff, and it's not. You're like, I'm peeling. So whenever you go out, if you go fishing, if you go golfing, anytime the sun is directly over your head, put it on your scalp. I know it's going to feel gross. You're going to shower anyway. Anyway, so, yeah, you can't really see it. But when I went to the beach, when I put on, like, the 50 on my face, I wiped it on my leg. And so when I got burnt, I was burnt everywhere, except for the one finger streak mark on my leg from where I wiped off the 50. I was very upset. I was also pissed too, because I was like, oh, like, I'll be ready. And we were only at the beach. We were only at the beach for like an hour and a half. Barely. And like the half was like we were setting up and then we were putting things back in the car. Anyway, so then, and also too, I was like, oh, I didn't get burned. Like, I'm so proud of myself, blah, blah, blah. And I showered, and then I got in bed and was like relaxed. And then, I played Uno and Sorry. And when I was playing games, I'm like, man, why do my legs hurt so bad? And then I went and looked, and it was, I think it's the worst sunburn I've ever gotten. 0 out of 10. 0 out of 10. And like I'd put aloe vera on it and it soaked it up instantly. Like it wasn't like, oh, like I have to wait for my legs to dry. No, it was like and done. And then the next day, hung out with everybody, went and got dinner. And then the next day I went to Vegas. I also figured out, okay, so my family tree, the Vegas trip, I wasn't originally going to go on, but my family goes on this annual Vegas trip. I've never really gone on it, but I was like, oh yeah, if y'all have room, I'll go. And my family was like, yeah, you should come. I was like, well, might as well, I went so long without seeing my my family. I'd want to spend as much time with them as I possibly can, And so I was like, yeah, I'll go on the Vegas trip. Oh my god, I was carded so many times. So many times. Anyway, and so this hair is annoying me. Hold on, I lost my train of thought. So I get to Vegas. Also, too, you ready for this? You ready? In Texas, no one wore a mask. In Vegas, no one wore a mask. And I'm fully vaccinated, so I was like, but I couldn't believe it. I'm like, all of you aren't vax. Thank you for subscribing, Starlight. Thank you. Horrible. So the casinos were like, if they had like the no mask mandate or whatever. So it's like, oh, like if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask, but if you're not vaccinated, wear a mask, And of course, like everyone, you don't have to wear a mask, okay? And so like no one was wearing. I'm like, not none of you are vaccinated, like none of you. So it was a little scary. But I wore my mask for like the first half of it, but then it's also too, like, for one, I really like I like masks. I think they're comfortable, and also too, like, it's just, I don't know. For me, it's just nice having this covered up. Because it's kind of like I'm like secret, and it's like secret. I like it. And also too, the smoking in casinos, I hate cigarette smoke. I hate it. I hate it. It's awful. I dislike it. I hate it. I want it nowhere near me. So the rest of the night, I feel like people are staring at me. Yeah, dude, people would stare at me. When I was in Texas in the tiny little grocery store, me and Gage were the only ones wearing a mask, and people would like look at us like, you Democrats. I'm like, I can hear y'all coughing up a lung in the next aisle. Really? Anyway, so I'll see. I wasn't carded when I wore my mask, but then when I would take my mask off, that's when I started getting carded. How long am I going to be streaming for? I don't know. Well, because I have a lot of stuff to catch up on. I have a lot to catch y'all up on, but like coming back, like I have a lot to do. And so I wanted to get right back into streaming, and also like I have a few announcements. It's been 52 minutes. I know. I feel like it's only been 20, but anyway. So I want to manage to ever get the place. See, yeah, that's what I was thinking too, and especially in Vegas, like there's so many people around, and like I want to wear a mask because like even if like say COVID wasn't even a thing, I still want to wear it because one, it helps not smell so much cigarette smoke, and two, like what if people have like a stomach bug? I don't want that. I've never wanted that. So then it's just like it helps you know that I don't want to get sick. Anyway, so because I hate getting sick. I hate getting sick. Like. Even if COVID wasn't a thing, I never like considered. I would wear a mask on the airplane, and so now like COVID's been a thing. I'm kind of like, ugh, yeah. If you think about it, like, ugh. Anyway, but no one wore masks, and it was kind of like, come on, they're not that big of a deal. I was saying something and I forgot. What was I saying? Hold on. When did I start getting carded? I don't know. I went to the pool a few times. Ugh. Y'all are gonna have to remind me about the pool bros. Okay, so I started getting carded. I stopped wearing the mask, and then like I don't know why. Do I look 16? Because like so the first time it happened, I was sitting at a I would get carded at like dinner, right? And so they'd be like, "Oh, can I see your ID?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course," because like alcohol. Which by the way, my family huge wine drinkers, and I'm like, like I don't drink a whole lot, like, but God. And they like really expensive wine, and so I was like, "Oh yeah, this doesn't taste too bad," but anyway, and so I would get carded for that, but then so I went and sat down at like this panda machine, right? And because of course, and this like older woman came over and was like, "I'm gonna need to see your ID," and I was like, "Okay," and so I handed it to her, and she looked over, and so my second cousin was there, and she's like, "I need to see your ID too," and she's like, "Okay," so she hands it to her, and she looks at our IDs, and she goes, "No," and I was like, "What do you mean no?" And she's like, you're 28, and I was like, "Yeah," and she's like, so she hands my cousin her ID, and then she's looking at mine, and then looks at my aunt, and she's like, "Well, y'all, you got good genes, Mom." And my aunt was like, "Oh, I'm not the mom. I'm the aunt. The moms are in the bathroom." Yeah, I guess she thought it was fake, and so she hands me my ID, and so we were like, kind of laughing, but it was also like, this was so weird. And she's like, "Yeah, wow, you're 28," and I was like, "Yeah, like what do I look like? I at least look 21, like." But so then she was just kind of standing there, and I'm like, can I go back to the panda game? Like, I want to go back to the panda game. And she was just standing there, just looking, and she goes, "Wow, okay, wow, y'all, you look very young." And I was like, "Okay." And then she like slowly walked off, and I was like, it was so weird. I did not win at the panda game. I almost did. I was up, and then I was like, "I'm going to cash out." My aunt's like, "No, you're winning. Keep playing." And then I lost, and I was like, anyway. And so then, that that was that one time. I think I have a picture, actually. I think my aunt took a picture of me at the panda game before I got carded. Just so y'all could see that I don't look... I don't know why they thought I was a fetus. Hold on. What was I wearing? Where's the photo? I took a lot of photos. Hold on. Now this was day 1. Oh my god, you have to remind me too. You look 12 to... No, I don't. The panda game is like a penny machine where it goes like and it tries to line up. What the heck? Oh, here it is. So, oh god, you can't see. Hold on. This is what I looked like. Just me. Don't know why she didn't believe me, but anyway. So yes, man, on Friday. I know it's gonna be Inbird's birthday. It's gonna be an old grandpa, well, older because he's already an old fart. But anyway, so that was one time I got carded, and then we went and met up with my mom because my mom likes playing a poker kind of thing. So we went and I sat down at a machine, and this woman came over. She's like, "Oh, can I get yours? I need your ID." And I was like, so I took out my ID. My aunt's like, "Again?" And I was like, and she looked at it, she's like, "Okay." And she was younger, so she could, like, believe. And then just kept, playing games or whatever. And then, I'm gonna go off track, off, like, the timeline, I guess. And then we went to, a bar inside of a casino just to get, like, water and just to, like, sit. And then, but then my aunt's like, "Oh, I want a drink." And then my mom's like, "You know what? I'll have a drink too." And so the guy was like super talkative, super friendly. And he didn't notice I was like, so my aunt was sitting here, my mom was sitting here, and he was talking to them. And then I was sitting here, and then my other aunt was sitting here. And the bartender was like, "Oh, well, how's that?" Just being super friendly. And then he's like, "Oh, yeah, then, oh, what drink do you want?" to my mom. And then he looks over at me and he goes, "Oh, I definitely need your ID." And I was like, "Okay." And then my mom's like, "What about my ID?" Like, the whole time they were doing that. And I was like, "Come on." And so I take it out and I show it to him, and he's like, "Wow. Well, damn, okay." And I was like, "Okay." Like, and so, I put my ID back, and I'm like, this is why is this happening to me? I'm almost 30. I mean, I'll take it. But then I think there was another time where I got ID'd, but it wasn't that big of a deal. But then I was in a Rolls Royce twice. I didn't even know what that car was. My aunt was like, "Go get in it, go get in it." And I was like, "Okay." And so I went. The ground was squishy. It was, so okay, so when you're driving in a car and you're like going over bumps, and it's just like, you're in a car, you don't think anything of it. This car didn't move. It was like the smoothest ride I've ever been in, and I was like, this is weird. And then the ground was plushy, and then the ceiling had like little lights in it, and it was like stars, and it was really cool. I understand the rich life now. I understand the rich life. It was nice. But anyway, so when I was in that car, the driver was like talking to us or whatever. And he's like, "Oh, what brings you guys out here?" And they were like saying, and then my aunt's like, "Oh, my niece is from LA." And he's like, "Oh, what are you doing out in LA?" And I hate when people ask that, because it's like, "Oh, just work." And they're like, "What do you do for work?" And it's like, So then this guy, he's like, oh, what do you do for work? And I was like, oh, because like nobody really knows what Twitch is, right? And so I just say like, oh, like I do YouTube. And then I say, and I do Twitch. I live stream. But I don't really do. YouTube's more like a fun little side thing, you know, because I like filming YouTube videos. But like I feel like I have officially become like a Twitch streamer, you know, because I have the most fun on here and we do this more regularly. And yeah, so the guy was like, oh, what do you do? And I was like, an accountant. You could say, yeah, but then people like they want to know more, and so he was like, oh, what do you do? And I was like, oh, I do. I live stream. I play video. I've been saying I play video games for a living because that's essentially kind of what it is. And so I was like, oh, I live stream. Like I play video games and I do YouTube and stuff. And he's like, oh, so you're like an influencer? And I was like, yeah. But that we don't we don't really like that term all that much anymore. And I was like, because like influencers, like that term because like if you told me like 5 years ago, oh, are you an influencer? I'd be like, yeah, I'm an influencer, because it wasn't that bad. But then like the whole Logan Paul stuff and the whole Jake Paul, they're the people, them and like Gabby Hanna and all those people, I feel like they're the reason why. And then also the like the super Instagram models and like basically, yeah, you put it into words, thank you. The term influencer sounds toxic. It's like like scammy, skeevy people, you know? And I don't feel like I do that, you know? Like I don't feel like I'm a scam artist. But like but like there's no other term for it. And so I was like, oh yeah, that's kind of like a term, but I was like, do you know if like Logan Paul and Jake Paul? He's like, yeah, Logan had a fight last night. And I was like, yeah, so they're the reason why the term influencer isn't like the best of words. And he's like, oh, okay. He's like, I have 2 sons and they watch all that stuff, and what's your channel? And I was like, oh no. Thank you for subscribing, FC. I have, thank you. So, but yeah, he's like, what's your channel name? And I was like, oh god. And I was like, it's a really weird word. And he's like, what is it? And I kind of looked at my mom, and my mom was like, say it. I love the word. And I was like, oh god. And I was like, it's piddle ass. And also keep in mind, right, the last updated picture I have on Instagram is the fucking bikini photo. And so I was like, he's gonna think I'm a titty girl. Like, I went into the bathroom. That was the pool party, by the way. And I was like, I remember this bathroom. And so I was like, I'll take, an updated picture. I low-key was kind of scared to put them, like, side by side, though, because I was like, people are going to comment that, like, I've gained weight or whatever. And I was like, I'm just going to do the one. And then people are going to be like, oh, yeah, that's where her old bikini photo. Because there's almost a 10-year difference between these those 2 photos. And so I was like, people are going to say, like, oh, you look better when you were thinner in this photo. Even though I kind of look the same. Like, I weigh as much. But, like, it's like, now that I've gotten older, I've like retained weight around my hips. Anyway, and so it's like I got scared, but I was like, you know what? I feel like I like myself enough to be able to do another bikini photo. I feel comfortable in that, and also it's kind of funny. It's same bathroom, like 10 years difference. It was like 9, but anyway. So yeah, I was like, oh yeah, my Instagram's piddle ass, and he's like, piddle ass, and I was like, yep. And he's like, wow. And he's like, what about your YouTube and your Twitch? And I was like, YouTube is piddle ass as well, and Twitch is my name, KaitlinWitcher. And he's like, oh nice, I'll tell my sons. And I was like, great. So hey sons, if you're here, tell your dad thanks for driving the car. It was a good ride. I like the plush carpet in the car. Hi sons. But yeah, that was that. And then flew back, and yeah, I went to sleep last night at midnight, and I woke up at 8:30. My sleeping schedule's pretty good. And I worked out this morning, and I ate before stream. And then I came in, and I was like, okay, I'm ready to stream. And then I was like, oh, I didn't put on makeup. And so then I had to go. That's why I was a little late. But is Texas as crazy as it sounds? Yes. Yes. Little Chemist, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. I'm gonna have no one redeemed it, but I'm gonna drink water because I've been talking too much. Anyway, so I was making PKS in the Bahamas. That was a while ago. But I mean, like, that, the one that I uploaded, the pink one. Also, too, no one pointed out that, so the one of, me, like, 10 years ago or whatever, that swimsuit matches my phone case, and the one I just uploaded matches my phone case. It's the same shower curtains, yep. The water tastes like the bottle. No one redeem water. I don't want any more of that. This is hair. Anyway, so that was my trip. Nope, I have to tell you about the dude bros. The dude bros, I'm still sitting correctly, I'll have you know. I haven't messed up my posture. I've been sitting quite nicely. So the dude bros. So I went to the pool with, oh God. I haven't done it. Actually, that's a lie. Gage and I had Ewing competitions. Let me see if I can, hold on. Ew, ew, ew. It's really loud. Ew, 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 ew. You're welcome. Ew. Sorry. So I went to the pool with my aunt, and we were laying there, and it was like, you know, very nice, like cool wind, surprisingly, you know, in Vegas, and we were just laying there, and it was nice. And these guys next to us, there was like 5 guys, and they were disgusting, right? They're like, I'm sure y'all are all gonna get a kick out of this, but it was gross to me, okay? So one of them's like, hold on, I have to think exactly what he said. He said like, oh dude, yeah, like I jacked off so much that when I put my hand in my pocket, my dick like shrank away or ran away. And they're like, oh, and I was like, ew. Like he like shouted it. And then he was talking about, he's like, oh dude, yeah, like I was trying to hook up with this girl, and like she was all over me, man. And let me tell you, looking at that guy, this did not happen. But he's like, yeah, I was trying to hook up with this girl and this chick and blah, 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 blah. And he's like, blah, blah. And then things were like going somewhere, you know? And then I asked her if she wanted to like take it further. And she said that it cost $3,000. And I was like, are you on crack? And they're all like, ah. And I'm like, what? Like, girl, with this guy, 10,000, not 3,000. You're selling yourself short. No, we were in Vegas. This was Vegas, not Texas. And then they just kept talking about stuff like that, and it was disgusting. And they were all like, they looked like they were where my hug at guys. Like it was anyway. So my aunt texted me, and she's like, do you want to go somewhere else? And I was like, yes. And so we left, and when we like went back, it was just gross, and like the whole atmosphere. But there was like there was kids everywhere, and like, why are they? Ugh. Anyway, that was my story of the dude bros. I feel like there was another story that I was going to tell you, but I can't remember. Was there another story? Sister, I know. Angry Thor. Thor is very angry. I got back and he didn't want to touch me. He would smell everything, but he didn't want to touch me. But then last night I was on the couch and he was laying on the island and then looked up. Deep Eyes, thank you for subscribing. Let's go. And he was sleeping on the kitchen island and looked up and was like, oh yeah, you're here. And then came and fell asleep right here. And I was like, hee 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 hee. But yeah. I feel like I'm forgetting something. The bar? The world. That's true. Very true. I can't remember. I was gonna say something, but I can't remember. But besides that has been my trip. It was nice. It was nice. I think Texas was nicer than Vegas, but That's just because I'm not very a Vegas person. What was that drink you tweeted? Oh, with the blue. It was like had edible glitter in it. And I don't know what it was. It had like watermelon. Yep, watermelon, Red Bull, and pineapple vodka. I think. But yeah, I don't remember. Kait didn't come out. I thought she was gonna come out, but she didn't come out, so. It was good. Can I tell Dad? Yes, you can tell Dad joke now. I'll brace for impact. But also, too, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get so tan. I barely got tan. But, I'm on my way. The freckles I have are slightly coming out more. I kind of covered them with makeup a little bit, but, you know. What did you guys get up to? Did anything interesting happen in the 2 weeks I was gone? What did I miss? Back in the gym. Crazy Fun Weird Adventure. It was something else. I've been doing freelance stuff. Why sad face? Freelance is good. Midnight.
Okay.
Thank you for subscribing. Tattoo convention. Is your buddy okay? Are y'all? Yeah, Braun.
My boss asked me who the stupid one is. Me or him. I said, everybody knows you don't hire stupid people.
Am I overthinking this? I feel like I'm overthinking this. Thank you for the bits. So the boss would be the stupid one. Right. Yes, okay. Whew. I was overthinking it. But yeah, Braun is the only reason I watched wrestling. And he got let go. So now I don't give a shit anymore. But I came up with a plan. You ready? I don't know how. But I'm going to go to a meet and greet. And I'm going to tell him that he is the only reason that I watched wrestling. And then I'm going to bake him cookies. I'll be like, I don't know if you can. Also keep in mind. He's 6'8". I'm 5'5.5". I want him to throw me through a window. I think it would be fun. But yeah, and so yeah. So here's my plan. Okay, don't tell anyone. Okay. Don't tell anyone, okay? Pinky promise, we're gonna keep this secret. Okay? Everybody pinky promise. Use the shrimp as a pinky, I guess. I don't know. We don't have any pinky emotes. I'm waiting for the pinky promise that this stays in the stream for now, okay? So here's my plan. I came up with this plan with Andy. Or the toes, the toe promise. Okay, so here's my plan. So, I'm going to do a Kait's Kitchen. And I'm going to learn how to make cookies and brownies. I'm going to call them brownies. I'm going to make them. And I'm going to be like, oh, this is for, my favorite wrestler. And then one day, if he has a meet and greet, and I go, I'm going to remake them. And I'm going to take him some. And I'm going to be like, these are for you. They're called brownies. They're cookies and brownies. And they're for you. And then we'll live happily ever after. That's my plan. I know. That's another thing too. Is he vegan? Because you never know, unless they mention it, but what if they don't mention it? Because I have friends that don't really mention that they're vegan, and it's what if he's vegan? And so I go through all this trouble to make brownies, and he's vegan. Or what if he has a nut allergy, and I don't put nuts in there, but what because it's oh, this may contain nuts, you have to be careful, and so it's what if he has a nut allergy and I bring him cookies? He's like, oh wow, does this have peanuts in it? And I'd be like, No, but it was made around nuts. Like, oh man. Anyway.
Better dad joke. I just saw my wife trip and fall while carrying a laundry basket full of iron clothes. I watched it all unfold.
Soon we will have the chair emote. I don't know if we do we draw another chair or do we do like the pointer? I don't know. What if I refuse? Well, that's quite unfortunate. Banned. Thank you for the bits though. But yeah, so I don't know if I hope he doesn't have any allergies. But that's my plan. One day I have to crack my neck. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna break myself. Hold on. Oh, we're fine. 6'8" and weighs 340. Wait, I gotta do... 340? I mean, he's tall, so that makes sense. Hold on. I'm gonna do math. What color would you like the lights? Any color? Hello? What color would you like the lights? It would be a long distance relationship. Oh god. How old is he? Green. Hold on. I gotta move this to green. So you said he 340. So 340 minus my weight. That dog is easily 340. So if you take away my weight from his weight, you're still left with 213. That's insane. Don't do the math to find out how much I weigh. Don't do the math. Don't do it. He could lift you. So yeah, I want him to throw me through a window. I think it'd be fun, you know? Just like yeet. I hate y'all. Okay, how much do y'all weigh then? If we're doing this, what we going on about? What we talk about? Okay, some of y'all's drunk anyway. Y'all just casually... Okay, in a girl stream, if y'all were... Nobody would have said and be like, rude. Rude. He's almost 3 of you. That's crazy. Some of y'all are drunk. I want to get drunk. I want to have, like... My legs have, like, the ripple, you know?
How long is 1 minute? It depends on what side of the bathroom door you're on. Kappa.
Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the bits. But you know, like the ripple? Like, you know. It Victor, thank you for subscribing. Congratulations on your Twitch, baby. I have to sneeze. Hold on. Ugh. Oh, God. Oh, God. Why would you redeem water? Why would you redeem water? Okay. Maybe if I just don't taste it. I sneeze in the light, yeah. Or I sneeze from the sun, but then if I am in my room and I have to sneeze, I'll look at the light. Yeah, the water's not bad. It just tastes weird in these. Okay, so what I mean by like the leg ripple. Oh god. I have problems with my legs, right? This whole trip was not fun for my body dysmorphia. Anyway, so do you see how like I have this muscle right here? I want like that. Where it's like you see like a line? Like I want that but like eternally, you know? Like just always there. But I don't have that. I'm also wearing shoes. But my calves have gotten a lot better. I will say, I think it's because of the Peloton. Hold on. I'll show you. At least I think they are. You can see where I've been crisscross applesauce. But like, you can kind of see, hold on, let me rotate. You can kind of see like the line a little bit. Oh, wait, yeah, you can see it. Yeah. I want to get strong. I want to have really nice, strong legs. I'm going back to, yeah, see, I think now would be an okay time to go because I'm fully vaccinated. I'd still wear a mask while working out. Mr. Irish, thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime. But yeah. Oh, maybe I also want to taste every one I play. Do both. You can do both. You know, do both. Start doing home workouts. Nice. Do you watch like YouTube videos or did you just figure it out?
Have to double down on dad jokes.
Oh no.
Well, my friend once used laughing gas as deodorant. He smelled funny the whole day. Kappa.
Well, this was a fun stream. Did the vaccine make you sick? No, I was totally fine. I didn't have any reaction to it. Well, I had a little bit of a headache, but like I took Advil and it was gone. So, but like I know a lot of people that got like destroyed by it, but I was fine. Built different. I really think no, I wasn't even tired. I was like expecting to be tired and I wasn't. I really think me taking all of those vitamins helped because no one else did, and they were all like bedridden for like a day. I got Pfizer. But I really think me taking all those vitamins helped. Because I took them every single day. So if you have to get your second shot, you know, because all of those vitamins are immune boosters. No vitamins felt nothing from either shot. You may be built different then. You may be officially built different. I was dead after the first one. The first one? Ooh. Some people react more to the first one than the second one, but how long did you take them for? I took them 2 weeks before the first one, I think, and then from the first one to the second one, I took them every single day. Yeah, but I've only had one so far. The second one is usually what people complain about. Trying to be a late adopter for the vaccine, but I really don't want to get wrecked. I mean, I was fine. But if you're worried, you can take vitamin C, E, zinc, and vitamin D. That'll just like boost your immune system to make it stronger. And maybe it'll help. That's what I did, and I was fine. I've been taking vitamin C pills. Hopefully that's enough. I think it'll be okay. Just, I don't know if y'all know this. Never, ever, ever take vitamin gummies. Ever. Because they're scams. And I had to do research. Because I can't swallow pills. I mean, I can. It depends. You told us this. I'm going to tell you again. Because Jewel was taking gummies. Gummy vitamins. And she's like, oh, I keep getting sick and I don't know why. I'm like, oh, well, like, are you taking vitamins? She's like, yeah, I take these gummies. And I was like, no. So, gummies are just gummy candy, essentially. And then they just spray, like a mist of vitamins on the gummies. And that's it. They essentially do nothing. And I also have proof of this because when I was, my body was trying to like kill off cancer cells, I was taking gummies every single day, and I wasn't improving. And I'm like, I'm taking it, and so then I found out about the gummies, and then I started taking like the whole pills of C, E, and zinc. I had to get liquid, but I started taking those, and I took that every single day, and then lo and behold, my body defeated it. So I wasn't taking D at that point. He said C, D, and zinc. C, D, E, and zinc. I can't do zinc pills because they float. So instead I have liquid zinc. And it does not, it's like, it feels like acid on your tongue, but you know. Gives for small children melatonin goes. I mean, that may work, especially if they're like, you know, children, but magnesium helps vitamins. Oh, I didn't know that. Thanks, Dr. A. No problem. I got my degree from Dr. Pepper. But also, I had to take all those vitamins. How do you deal with medication that come in pill form? Like a dog. When I was taking zinc, I would chew up food, and then I'd put the zinc pill in the middle of like the food in my mouth, and then like wrap it up, and then have to swallow it that way. It's rough. I'm not a good pill taker. Pain. Anyway, I need to, can't you crush them? With like a hammer? Well, the zinc one, I think it was in a capsule, so I don't think with 2 spoons. I'm gonna give it to, I didn't think of that. But I will say though, vitamin E is liquid, so you can't crush it. My vitamin C tablets, actually no, none of those would have worked. None of those would have worked, because vitamin C is already a chewable tablet. The D is a tiny little pearl that has liquid in it. E is a bigger pearl that has liquid in it. And zinc was a floatable thing. I could have like opened it. It was a capsule. I could have opened it up and put it on ice cream and like eaten it or something. But instead I just got liquid. So we have the camera does not glitch one bit this time. I forgot it did that. It fixed itself. Who did $2? Wait. Who did... Slamming! What is the tallest building in the world? The library. It's got the most stories. Anyway, I'm already in the chair. Yeah. Turn around in the chair. Okay, so the plan... Oh, I have an announcement. That's what I was going to say. I have an announcement. Are you ready for the announcement? Drum roll, please. Oh no, slamming. It's okay. Have a good day. Real quick, I'm going to change my streaming schedule. Instead of Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to do Monday through Friday. The time is going to vary, so just, bear with me on that. But I wanted to try it and see how I did. And I was fine. And, I may take days here and there where, I may need, a mental health. Oh, God, that scared me. Oh.
Writing with a broken pencil is just pointless.
Thank you, Midnight, for the $5 donation. Bye, Slammin'. I don't know why that drum scared me so bad. So yeah, Monday through Friday, We doing it. I try to aim for chunks anyway. So the time length of it isn't going to change. I'm still gonna try to aim for chunks, starting this week. Yes. I may I'll try to like update y'all like on Twitter and stuff if like something comes up or if I need like a mental health day or whatever. But for the most part, you can look forward to me streaming every single day because it was fun and like I had a good time doing it. No reaction to my joke because it scared me. I'm sorry. It was you know. It was something. It was something. It was a dad joke. It was something. Oh no.
Did you hear the rumor about butter? Well, I'm not going to go spreading it.
Thank you for the mitts. It's the yellow bar on the top right. The coots. This is for the subscribe. If people subscribe, then it goes up. I think it's new subscriptions though, because I feel like we got a pretty big handful of like gifted subscriptions and it didn't really move. So I think it needs new ones. I don't know. Do you work with anyone for your stream graphics? Like the animation stuff? I've made everything myself. So technically no. What was I saying? Oh, streaming. So streaming Monday through Friday. I'm gonna try to keep my sleeping schedule good so that way I can stream. I want to ideally, this is ideally, right? Ideally, I want to stream from like 11 to 2 or 4. That's like where I kind of want to aim for. But there's no guarantee. Me waking up at 8 every single day is going to be surprising. But we may have some stream, we may have some days where I like stream at like 11 and then I go till 2, or I may have some days where I stream at 4 and then I go till 8. I don't know. It's just every day. That's what I'm worrying about right now, is doing every day. Imagine if we did every day for a month. That's crazy. Do you sleep with curtains, Sean? My sleeping got way better when I got rid of my curtains. No. I sleep next to blinds that are like kind of aimed at my face. Because I like, well, here's the thing. I am strange. Ooh. I think this is too loud. I think this is my problem that scared me, because that scared me too. Not as bad though.
Welcome back, Kait. You have been missed. Take care of yourself.
Thank you, Ricky. Thank you for the $20 donation. $20. I still need to. This is how long. I have. You know how like I write everything down, right? So I still have this written down. When I was like, I'm gonna make the shrimp emote with heart eyes. I've had this from before I moved here. And then the chair. And then jail. I've drawn all of these already. But I have yet to make things for this. I wrote down like I need to make something for like all of this stuff, but I haven't done it. And then that, and then I have, hold on. I have a lot of shit getting represent. Oh, I don't need this one anymore. That's my Hot Topic post. I'm going to have another Hot Topic. Ooh, I missed the trash can. I'm going to have another Hot Topic post soon. It's going to be so exciting. And then I have, what was this? Oh, this was going to be my, I can throw this one away. Don't worry. Okay. Thank you. It's Dan. Thank you for subscribing.
シリア3 5 months. I need to get a life.
That's the second time someone is mentioned. Y'all aren't wasting your lives away watching me, okay? We're having a good time. It's practically a TV show, okay? We're hanging out. Listen, if you're having fun, that's what matters, okay? I'm not a waste of time. Okay, so I see everybody. What's the peepo? What is that? Because every time I read it, I'm sorry, but I read pee pee poo poo every time. I am 5 years old. Every time I see it, I just instantly, you know. What does it mean? You know, okay, good. Isn't Pepe the Frog? Yes. Didn't at one point Republicans say that was, or was it Republicans or everybody that was like, it's a bad sign. It was a terrorist group or something. But no, I'm pretty sure people. It was the white supremacist. Yeah, was it? I didn't look into it because I was like, this is stupid. Like, you know, you erase a symbol. Oh, jeez. Oh man, it's kind of like Pepe. Oh, so using Pepe as their symbol. Wait, they legitimately. Anyway, we're gonna go back to. Oh wait, it was being used as a hero. Seriously? But it's a frog. Man, people are cruel. Anyway, so I have on here, I need to still make a waving, oh God. So on this sticky note, I have that I need to make a waving emote. And then tier 2, I have 2 more slots open for emotes. And then tier 3, I have 1 more slot open. I also need to make a new offline screen. And I also need to make more GIFs for alerts. So that way they're not, you know. And also for bits. The bits thing needs to change. Daniel, thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime for a whole year. Congratulations on your new panda. And the artists said they started using it partly for themselves. I can't imagine if my art started getting used for something like with a mean, bad history, I would be very, very much upset. Very much upset. I don't need this one anymore. This is clean. There's a sticky note all the way across the room. I don't know how it got there. Let's see, what is the sticky note? Okay, so I have all of these voice lines that I need to do, and then games. I wrote down games. These are my printer instructions. Games. Thor's head is a GIF. We did that already. I can mark that off. That's what happens when people follow. And then, there's 2 other things I needed. Oh God, there's so many things.
Might as well waste my money too. Lol.
Does I say 10,000?
Yup, all of it.
Thank you. That came out of nowhere. Thank you for 20,000 bits. What?
Welcome back. I hope you had a good trip home.
What? Thank you. I did have a very good trip home. Thank you for the 5,000 bits. What's happening? Thank you. Thank you. That's so many bits. That's so many bits. What the hell? I just got back. I haven't even been streaming for 2 hours yet. What the heck? Kringle, thank you for subscribing. See, when it does bits and it's like, 100, the little bleep bleep is cute. But if it's like, 10,000, it needs to be like, magnificent. I'm going to write this down in a notebook again. We're going to make another note. Okay, y'all are going to... Oh, God, there's already a note in here. I'm throwing this one away. I've done all of this already. Oh, I made it in the trash can. Okay. So what do we need to write down? I also still need to do... I need to write a grocery list. That's later. Anyway, so, I need to do bits. I need to do it one for 1,000, 5,000, and 10,000. 2,500? Okay, 2,500. How did that not start? I don't know. Wait, oh, when and why did you stop using the song at the end of your YouTube videos? What song? Okay, it was good. I also need a warning. I mean, it's fine. I don't mind. It's not like I get scared, A longer song. Oh, I go through phases. Sometimes I have things. 16962. I mean, we could do one for that. I have one for if you donate 69. It does something. I think. A question. If I played Skyrim on stream, would the music get copyrighted? Would I have to play Skyrim without music? Does Jeremy Soule have a Twitter? I'm gonna find out. Cause I was listening to it on the plane, and I'm like, man, this soundtrack is so good. And then I was like, would I get copyrighted? Jeremy, does he have a Twitter? Does he have? He doesn't have a Twitter. Maybe I spelled his name wrong. I didn't. Hey, I wonder if I could like get into contact with him. Because I don't want to make any accidents. It's scary enough playing games and you hear music. Like the Star Wars... Life is Strange to get a couple minutes actually because... Yeah, I know. I did it on YouTube and all of those YouTube... Every single Life is Strange video I have on YouTube is all demonetized. Jeremy Soule. Contact. It gave me a phone number. I just call it, hi, yes, I'm a big fan. No, but this is for booking him. I'm going to turn off the sound just in case. Hold on. Okay. Nobody donate or anything because it's not going to play. How much does it cost? Oh, how much does it cost? Oh. Prices vary. Well, can you give me an idea? For the most current fee to hire Jeremy Soule, please fill out our booking request form. Do you have like a contact where I could email you and be like, hello, I like playing Skyrim. But does he own the rights to the music, or does Elder Scrolls? If you have to ask, you can't afford it. F. Bethesda will? Hold on. See, I wish I had a manager, because then they can do this. Bethesda... Oh, actually, I'll just Google. Can you play Skyrim and not get DM... It said pregnant. Oh, yeah, because you can get pregnant. Anyway. Oh, there's a list of unsafe games for Twitch. I like how I was writing down my list for bits, and then we got distracted. Just mute it. But it's the Skyrim soundtrack. It's so good. Hold on. Here's a link. Oh God. Okay, maybe we'll be okay. Hold on. I'm gonna click. I'm gonna see. Okay. Okay. I'm looking for games that I play, essentially. Yeah, there's all the Life is Stranges. Red Dead. Really? Rocket League? I don't see Skyrim. The Last of Us. The Walking Dead. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. You can't turn off the music and you get copyright striked. Wow. This is why I don't understand. Didn't Amazon buy Twitch? So why is this such a problem for them to try to figure out the DMCA stuff? Because YouTube handle it. Like, all it does is mute it, and that's it. Or like, mute it, or they send the monetization to the people that... I don't know. That changed. I'm pretty sure they get music to reproduce the purchase. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. It's all the music companies. I know. But it's like, it's Amazon. Come on. Come on, Jeff. Get with it. Okay, let's go back to our bits. Label companies hate streaming. Well, they can hate it, but they need to sort it. Say just delete your phone. But it's not even that. My problem was clips. People clipped music, and because of that, I got in trouble. Granted, it was in like 2019, barely. So we need to do the bits. Gotta do a nice little diagram. Just read the email from Twitch. I was on vacation. I'm not reading any emails. Okay, so the bits. I need to do the Stream Deck. The Stream Deck. I need to put new stuff on there. Okay, that takes care of that one. This one, Huntsman, thank you for subscribing. Okay, stream. Oh no, my pen bled. Okay, so I wrote something down on here. I don't know why I wrote it down. I was trying to think of like how I was gonna do it. I don't know how. Okay, Hold on. Oh. When someone subscribes, it's just link, right? Gosh dang it. I can't have anything nice. The pin is moving around everywhere. Okay, this pin is bleeding too much. That's my printer. This is, okay. Offline screen. We need a new one of those, and my pin. Okay. And then go. You got your sorry, so clips are sorry. You're welcome. Interesting. I got it 7 years ago. Today? Or tomorrow? Here's this video on the 11th. Yeah, so I must have gotten it done the 10th? Huh. Weird. And then, so that post-it note's done, and these post-it notes just have what people want in Stardew Valley. Till after midnight, after getting it. I guess I'll find out later, because I have time hop. Okay, so I wrote down bits. I need new bit alerts. And then the stream deck, I need to redo it. It's unplugged right now because I haven't been using it. Twitch Prime, I'm going to have a new alert for the Twitch Prime. And then I'm going to do a new, when you subscribe, it's going to be a new thing. And then I need to do a new offline screen because my current offline screen, I did that with the Wacom tablet. And I don't like it as much now that I have the iPad. My recommendations. Man, I got 7 years ago. Anyway, and then new gifts for alerts so that way I can make things cooler. That's my plan. Need to get wifed up. Listen, if BTS wants a wife, or Link, or Benimaru, I need to go to my P.O. box. It's June. It's been like 6 months because I ordered it. I pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered it the day they announced it, I think, or maybe the day after they announced it. I think I saw like a tweet or no, Facebook on Facebook. I don't know of it. I have footage. I filmed myself ordering it. Oh, where did it go though? Aha! Pre-Benimaru. I titled it Pre-Benimaru. Let's see. Properties. When did I put this on here? December 6th. Oh, it's gotta be here. Oh, geez. Pardinator? Thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime. December? Live stream. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the 500 bits. Thank you. It's been 6 months. No. I've checked the P.O. box like every once in a while. I mean, it's been 6 months since I ordered Benimaru, the figure. Yeah, the oral surgeon. Oh, I need to contact. Oh man, I need to contact a dentist too. But I just traveled, so I'm gonna have to wait like 2 weeks. And I need to get a consultation. Oh God, this is what I was meant. Like I have so many. I have to get groceries because I have no groceries. Because I was gone. I have to go to the P.O. box. I have to prepare videos because I have no videos. I have to send out the Patreon stuff. I have to prepare for the next cosplay shoot. And the outfits I ordered still aren't here, and they're not going to get here till July, mid-July. I have so many things I have to do. God. Oh God. At least I streamed, though. At least I streamed. And it feels good to be back. And it was fun. I really wanted to play Stardew today, but I think we can do it tomorrow. But tomorrow, ew. Ew, hold on. Nate, are you still here? So tomorrow I have therapy, right? You know, it's whatever, no big deal. I may have D&D tomorrow. And we stream D&D. And so I would have therapy. Maybe I could wake up really early tomorrow and then stream and then have therapy and then have D&D stream. It's okay. You know what? I woke up so early today, and it's almost 3 o'clock. I have plenty of time. I have plenty of time to do stuff. Yeah, I'm stressing out already. It's fine. So on that note, I guess I'll go for now. I gotta go grocery store. Thor's also out of wet food, and he needs a lot of wet food. So. But I know not to buy him beef, so I'll tell you that much right now. Because I'm filming, the Thor's Kitchen. He doesn't like beef. But yeah, I have so many things I have to call dentists. You know what? This is fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna go now. I know we're only at half a chunk, but I'm really behind on everything else. But thank you for coming to my stream today, and it's so nice to see y'all again. I hope that Go to the chair. Go to the chair. Take your bits back and go to the chair. Oh, that one was pale. Oh, yeah, the new Minecraft came out. Oh, yeah, there's no... Sorry. There you go. I forgot the sound was gone. I'm sorry. Yeah, but anyway, so thanks for coming to the stream today. Thanks for coming to the stream today. Thank you for all the bits. Today was like the bit day, I guess. And thank you for this gifted subs and for all of the other subs and for follows and for hanging out and for the donations. Tomorrow, I don't know. We may play Stardew or we may try the new Minecraft just to see what it's like. It depends. I also really want to play ESO again. I haven't been able to play it in like a month, so we shall see. But thank you for coming to my stream. Is there anyone on that we can raid? Let's see. Not particularly. I don't know who any of these people. Hold on, time out. Who was that YouTuber a long time ago who would do rap battles and like make fun of little kids? Do y'all remember that? Okay. I thought so. I thought he was like canceled. I thought he got like kicked off the internet, like, cause he was like canceled. But he's streaming and has 24,000 viewers. No, not Leafy. It's Rice Gum. Wasn't he like mean to people? I don't really keep up with internet stuff. It's too tiring. It's too tiring. I can only handle my pea brain. I can't handle more. Sometimes it's like interesting to see what other people do, but okay, we'll disperse. Too old for that. Yeah, I'm too old for this. Y'all are too old for it either. Too as well. Anyway, put your hands in, everybody. Hands in. Okay, we're gonna scatter, disperse. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. I'm gonna attempt to stream in the morning. Don't put your bets on it, cause like I don't know. Oh wait. He responded. Okay, hold on. Don't count down yet. D&D is not tomorrow. It's gonna be next week. Pack Attack. Why are you counting down? I'm not ready. D&D will be next week, not tomorrow. So tomorrow we can just... I'll still try to stream early. We'll see how that goes. But if I'm not streaming early, it's fine. It's fine. This is fine. Anyways, no, Zasha will be next week. Don't worry. It just... So next week, I think next Thursday, y'all can prepare. That is right, because Okay, yeah. Okay, sorry. Okay, everybody, hands in. On the count of 3, we're going to disperse. Thank you for coming to my stream. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Go!